Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Innovative Design Mapping Project by the Dream Team. The Innovative Design Mapping Project is a joint initiative formed by the School of Architecture, Planning, and Landscape at the University of Calgary, the Dean Circle, Thin Air Labs, the City of Calgary, various industry partners involved in design and city building, and brought to life by the Dream Team from inception.
Okay, just a sec here.
The Dream Team, I shall now introduce our members and our professional backgrounds. Jason Salazar, Business Systems Analyst. Ksenia Ruby, Project Coordinator and Communications. Navin Jatta, Yoga, Wellness, and Systems Analyst. And myself, Femi Bode George, a DJ and Corporate Foreign Exchange Risk Management. I shall now pass it on to Jason to discuss the problem addressed and the solution implemented.
Thanks, Femi. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jason Salazar, and I'm here to talk about the problem definition. So the problem can be defined by asking ourselves these three questions, okay? So how does a person, like a visitor, resident, or someone interested in architecture and design, search for information related to an innovative project built in our city? Or how do we deliver this type of information to a user easily so that it serves as a tool for research or design literacy? And lastly, how do we create a connection between users, their values, and the significance of a project based on its unique features and classifications? Well, our solution, in conjunction with the design team here, is we built an app that is served as a platform to the general public that communicates a variety of innovative projects and showcases their unique design patterns in our city. Throughout our app, you'll see these terms. There are gateway words, which are adjectives that describe general qualities of a design project. And it's also the root word that you'll see from the welcome page, followed by classifications, which are general categories that are linked to each design project, and they are associated with a gateway word. And then lastly, there are a set of projects that are unique within each classification. I'm going to pass it along to Femi to discuss the interrelatedness of these three terms.
Sorry, had myself on mute. As Jason had already defined, the three terms that you would come in contact with most in our application. The app itself, the navigation system, is built upon the relationship between all three. The gateway words serve as a portal to the classification, and they also serve as a means to arise, curiosity in the app users. And once you click on a gateway word, it gives you access to all the projects within that particular classification, of which we have 7 different classifications in the application. I shall now pass it on to Ksenia to discuss the user group definitions.
Good morning, my name is Ksenia. The user definition, broadly speaking, the user demographics group is the public, which include but not limited to residential, visitors, investors, designers, researchers, students, and teachers. User goal would be the developing a lasting user base, understanding patterns and impact of climate, culture, society, health, infrastructure, resources, social justice, technology, and improving design literacy for the public. The primary user group are contributors, which are architectural, planning, and landscaping firms, design agencies, and engineering consultancies. Administrators, which are people administrating the creation of application and content, the managing of interface. And the third but not least, application users, which are a general group of interface users who are targeted for the primary functions of the application, mapping, research, and travel. And let's talk about the technology we use. For the back end, we use Node and Express with MongoDB for database of embedded and nested objects of our schema. For the front end, we use React.js, which includes HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. For navigating in map, we incorporated map.box.gl, including creating personalized map style as per client's requisition to make it crisp. All code-related collaborations were accomplished in GitHub, and the app was released to Heroku. And now Naaman will tell you more about the key learnings.
Okay, hi there. Key learnings, we, as a team, we divided them into technical and essential skills. So technical key learnings included application designed according to product owner specification, pushing our collective changes onto GitHub, integrating and designing Mapbox.gl in React, implementing based on a specific design, responsiveness on different devices and platforms, and working in nested objects in MongoDB. And the essential skills included working together as a team, communicating with real product owners, which was very exciting, delegating tasks to members, effective communication, being adaptable, flexible, and embracing various perspectives of our team members. So I'm going to invite you now to witness our demo of our product, of our application. And we are going to start with the landing page. And as Ksenia gets our app ready, you're going to notice on the landing page there is a question. And the question says, what makes Calgary blank? And what the blank is, there's a list of gateway words for the user. So when the user enters the app, they are faced with this question and they can pick one of these words. And each one of these words is a gateway word. And what these gateway words are designed to do is elicit curiosity for the user. And so the user is going to come and say, gee, what makes Calgary resilient? What makes Calgary connected? What makes Calgary active? So once one of these words is picked, so we're going to pick resilient. What happens is all the pages, the rest of the pages of the app are populated with the related classifications and the projects based on that chosen word. And I'm just going to pass to Femi to walk you through the map page.
Yes. So our map is built on specifications by our project owner, and it's in line with the theme of the entire application, which is a monochrome map and fill to the application. And it's quite easy to navigate the way we arrange the colors and layered the projects on it. The map itself is built on Mapbox.gl, and we decided to use Mapbox.gl because it's very, very highly customizable. So currently we're running a Mapbox.gl API, and overlaid on that are map pins, as you can see. Those map pins are rendering from our database. And those are the locations that relate to the particular classification, which is climate and environment. If you zoom in a bit further, you can actually see the little streets. The more you zoom in, the more you can see the locations and the streets involved there. And when you click the pins, when the pins are highlighted, it enlarges so you can see exactly where that location is. And at the bottom of it, you can see the slider with the various projects that are included in the classification. And at the bottom, you can see the total number of projects related to that. I shall now pass it on to Jason to discuss the Explore page.
Thanks, Femi. So as you can see in front of you, this is our Explore page. And it showcases those three terms that I mentioned earlier. So at the top, you'll see that there's the gateway word, which is actually same thing as from the welcome page, followed by the classification and its definition. And then lastly, there's that unique set of projects that's in the scroller. So if I change that gateway word at the top, it should also change the associated classification definition. So if you could choose, let's say, vibrant, Ksenia, then as you can see now, the gateway word has changed as well as the classification. And then now here we are with a new set of projects. So if you scroll through the projects, you'll see all these unique different projects with its own picture, which is just absolutely stunning with regards to the backdrop in monochrome. And if you can go ahead, Ksenia, and just choose any project, you'll go right in and then you'll be able to see the project page itself.
On project page, the user can find all the information related to the project which was selected from the previous slider. Starting from the top, the project name and the main photo, the location, the short description for the project, the classifications which they are related to, features, project description with full information about the project, the related classifications with full description for the classifications, the gallery, which actually we kept all the original ratio of the images so the user can see the all details of the projects, and related projects by the getaway word. From this slider, we can also choose any other project and see it on the same screen. And I'll pass it to Nathan to talk about glossary page now.
Okay, so the glossary, how the glossary works is if you scroll down the project page, you'll notice some words are underlined. And those are links to the glossary. So let's pick one of the words. Maybe we can pick heritage or one of the words. You can click on one of the words, yeah. And it brings you to the glossary and you can see the description for the heritage in the glossary. And the glossary itself is totally a real gem of this app. It has a little alphabet on the side that scrolls up and down. And by picking any one of these alphabets, you can see a number of listed words that are underlined. So again, if you pick any one of those words, you get a description of that particular word. And so the only way to access currently the glossary is through the project page. And so the project page has all these links. The other way to access the glossary is through the nav bar. So the glossary has totally earned its worth on the nav bar too. So it totally is a real gem. And I have to say it is also Tony Anderson's baby. So yeah, so that's our app right now. And I'm going to pass it to Jason.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much. So that was our product demonstration, and it's a mobile app. So what you see in front of you now is our QR code, which everyone can have access to so that you can play around with it on your mobile device. I can also send it in the chat as well. So that way, if anyone doesn't have their phones ready or handy, then I'll just send in this file. And that way you can download it and have a copy of the QR code for you to enjoy at your own leisure. So on behalf of my team, the Dream Team, I want to say thank you very much. It's been quite an experience here at Inception U, and like my previous group has mentioned, like we are very happy and honored to have been a part of this program and learned so much technically and essentially with our peers and within our cohort. Even though it's been a virtual meetings throughout this whole program, it's still great, and I appreciate everyone for attending. Thank you very much.